Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. With that, it's time to crown the champion of the NFC, and to call the action, we send it to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Giants. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Yeah, man.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right.
Well, you know what? He was doing that in our game, too.
That one good for
you know what
10
I'm saying?
yards.
He was doing that in my game the whole time.
What looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Right.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Yeah.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
I mean, it is what it is, man.
That's
you
a
know what I'm
terrific
saying?
job by the defense stopping them on third and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
You better get that first
That's
down.
taking a real chance on the opening drive of the ball game. I get wanting to be aggressive, but you don't want to leave your defense in a bad spot right away. Fortunately, they're able to convert here on fourth down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 57 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Now they'll run it on the toss. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
My cutback game.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Right.
Looking to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
I sort of didn't. I didn't. I sort of didn't, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to take those chances.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
It's hard to beat my man, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Defense showing blitz.
Yeah, it's hard to beat him, man.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down.
His game is tight.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams.
Yeah.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Yeah. But everybody plays different. Yeah.
So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. They'll try to run for it with Howard.
Right. Well, see, that's
pushing his way inside the 40. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Howard, 66 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a 1st down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the 1st down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Right.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Right.
All right, here we go. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Oh, my gosh, man.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Yeah,
well, they came into this game saying I got
him when he was a rookie, yo. He had speed, man.
I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
He's 25.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
But I got three of them though.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, I got three
He'll
of
give
these
it here
games,
to his
man.
running back. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Good stop, baby. Good stop. Good stop. All right, hit.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Fresh set of downs here.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so because you've tried to run the ball, and really it doesn't matter who got the ball in the play because there was no space to go. So I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the first down.
Here we go now.
They'll set up a throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
They'll drop to throw. It's caught right side by Daniels. And, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward at the 8-yard line. 16 yards there. Right. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Right. Yeah, I still got Odell.
Look to throw.
But he got put out.
Caught at about
you know
the 5.
So,
and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And the big tight end shifting around. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Rodgers, the tight end, in motion here. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
That's crazy.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Right.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
We got three, fellas.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. All right, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is complete to Hawkins. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, get up in there.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there, and
Trying
it'll
to
be
get him.
second
I'm
and
trying to get him to
6.
blast through that line,
Well, if
man.
you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Now let's go.
They'll run it now. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
All right.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now let's go. Green.
They'll look to throw here.
Oh.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Switch. Hey, 26. Wide left. Check. Wide left.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Oh, he's going.
And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll get an update.
Yeah.
When we return to MetLife Stadium.
Yeah, get him out of there.
So a major development here. Aaron Rodgers out. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know exactly what I did.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Mike 51. Mike 51. Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
First and goal at the 3-yard line now.
Double tight. Double tight. 3 down. 3 down. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Jordan Howard with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Oh, I got tripped up.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now.
Back to throw here.
Oh, my God.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
Oh, my God. I got beat,
and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions.
Sometimes I hate them plays.
Hard to do.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second.
Now let's go.
He'll drop to throw.
Oh,
And for
come
the third time here
on.
in this half, it's intercepted.
You gotta be kidding me.
Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12.
Oh, get out of my way.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here we go now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Now let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Now let's go.
On first down, they run with Howard.
Yeah, just run that.
And he's brought down after a good game.
Yeah, just to run that.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a big play that time for the Packers. 42 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
Run that way, dog.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
On first, they go right back to Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here we go with 2nd and 7. On the give, running right is Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Check. Lucky. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Following the field goal on is the punter, Drew Kaiser, to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second
half? Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Oh, my gosh.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
It's not making no damn sense.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 26. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Trying the right side with Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slow down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
See, man, I'm not understanding that play right there. You gotta be kidding me.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Patriot!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away to his left. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Watch left. Start right there.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And it looks like he'll be just a...
All right.
yards shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Watch that in, tight end's right. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So now it's 1st and goal. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. They come out here in the eye. And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Coons now here to tack on the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Mike Daniels in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hurry up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a 1st down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down.
Quick hitter here is complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Back here we go. Philly, here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness,
he sat in front of it, yo. He sat right in front of that shit.
Off at the 39.
Yeah.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Lucky 56. Watch the safety creep. All right, here we go. Blue 90.
A give to Howard. Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
He'll look to throw. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Yeah, this game is over, bro.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Here we go now.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Bunch. You got to get the point. Get on the point right here. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. You run, baby. I'm in your head. All right, baby. Come on.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free.
He fumbled the ball, and then he gets the ball right back while he's injured. Come on. There's no way, man. That is no way. How you gonna be injured and then pull your own ball in? Nah, get the fuck out of here. Oh my gosh.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Back to throw.
Y'all just gonna stand there.
It's a Packer touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. All right, here we go. Green.
Looking to throw. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets them 9. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Watch tight. Tight is right. Hurry up. Here we go. Even. 4 down. Even.
Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They're going to look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. They'll set up to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kenny Clark forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7.
3 down. Check. 3 down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted.
I'm not understanding the closing speed. It's
Snags
crazy.
it for the pick. And he will bring
Yeah,
this
that
all
closing
the way
speed
up
that
to
he
the
just had
30-yard
straight.
line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong hole. Sure.
He better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. So we've got a 2nd and 5.
He wasn't ready.
They'll drop to throw.
Well, you know what? That's what I did in the last league that I was in. I took over for somebody. Yeah, I took over for somebody. He was horrible. I can't even. And went one and one.
Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15.
All right, here we go.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Kill.
Here's Drew Kaiser now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
That's it. Big hit.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. A gain of 3, second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Leopard! All right, here we go.
Throw left side complete. That's Hawkins. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
Tight right. Solo out there. Check the outs out there. Here we go now. Boom!
Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hawkins. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Back to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown.
You know, it's crazy. It's crazy because now all of a sudden they would have marched down the field.
In the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay? Lambeau.